Hello, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers, guys. Having a Kölsch. My Kölsch class. This is Citra Kölsch. Just kegged really a couple of days ago. Having a try of it. And it's actually coming out quite nice. Now, when I very first kegged this a couple of days ago, tried it, and it was a bit odd. Really. I was getting bubblegum from it. I mean, it doesn't have the aroma that it did then, which was the bubblegum, and the taste was bubblegum, which disappeared very quickly. Now, it's very much what I would expect. So, the ingredients are 4 kilos of Pilsner malt, Simpson's Pilsner malt, it was. 400 grams of excuse me, Munich malt, Meyerman's Munich malt, and that was it. And the rest is pure hops with Citra. I did a 70-minute boil, and it was 10 grams at 70 minutes, 10 grams at 10 minutes to go, and 10 grams as a whirlpool addition at 75 degrees for 20 minutes. And that was it. Alpha acids were 13.18A on the hops. So it's not got a high IBU, but a reasonable. I think it came out about 26 or so. Might have been a little higher on me. I think it was somewhere between 26 and 34. I think I was going for something like that. Anyway, the initial gravity on it was 1046, which is what I wanted. However, final gravity was a 1011. It was supposed to get down to 1007, but it didn't. A 1001, it's not too bad. Which I think is working well, because I think it might have been a bit... The bitterness is more apparent than I expected, and I think if it had dropped even lower, it would have been even more apparent. Now, I like it at this bitterness for a Kölsch. The yeast used was the Lallemand Kölsch yeast, which I believe is no longer in production. So, there you go. I don't know why. I asked a few people if they'd tried the yeast. I don't think anyone could remember what they had and how it had gone. Dickie for Dewsbury told me that Lallemand had stopped production on it, and he believed it was just because it wasn't that saleable. It wasn't really commercially viable for him to carry on selling it. Whether that's to do with the fact that you end up with fucking bubblegum when you first do it or not, I don't know. So it hasn't really had time to clear, but I mean, that's not bad. Not bad for being in the keg for 2 days, finished brewing. That, yeah, not bad at all, is it? It was an interesting fermentation, to be honest. And then, once again, I want to bring it back to my fermenter, which, this King Grainfather fermenter, since I updated it, I think I mentioned I had an issue once I updated it, that it clicks off, and it did again. So, put the profile in. So the fermentation profile I went for was 18 degrees for 5 days, 2 days at 20 degrees, then dropped to 4 degrees for 2 days. And started well. It was 16 degrees when I put it in the fermenter, added the yeast, set the fermentation profile, and it was that, and left it. Checked on it about 6-7 hours later. Yep, still going, it was fine. Next morning I come down, look, it had dropped to 4 degrees. The fermentation profile that it had been on, that was running, just turned off, completely gone, chilling down at 4 degrees. So I then had to put it in again on the fermentation profile, and it carried on. But this happens pretty much every time that I do it, and I don't know why. There's no apparent rhyme or reason that I can see why. As I say, it was running fine for like 6-7 hours that I know of. But however, it must have been a while. It must have been off a while for it to have got down to 4 degrees, because that's where it was at. So that was the yeast, and I brought it back up, and it was okay. So it had a bit of an odd fermentation life, the yeast. So I don't know whether that kind of freaked it, whatever. Whether this has scrubbed a lot of the citra out, because you don't get much on the nose at all. There's not a lot of anything going on the nose. Taste wise, there's a slight citrusy bite and note. Just a little, just enough. And a dry bitterness to it. A little bit of dryness coming from, I think, the yeast enough to. It's not obviously it's a Kölsch. It's not a pilsner, but it takes enough of the edge off it for it not to be like an ale. However, yeah, it's it's nice. It's really nice. It's actually nicer than I thought it was going to be when I first tried it, and I had that bubblegum note, which I was really worried that maybe I'd had one of those issues where I've had it before, and I think it was from Cross Maloof, where they got the yeast confused or something had happened with the yeast, and I think it was like a Kölsch yeast was swapped for like a Crystal Weissen yeast, and everyone had like bubblegum flavours from it. I don't know if you remember it. I certainly had one of those, and it happened to me, and I remember a few others had said it had happened to them. So I was wondering if that was the case again here, but no, I don't know why that was, but anyway we go. So that is the Citricos. I like the little glass. I love the little glass. I just wish I had a bigger one, because that goes too quick, far too quick in this. It's what, 0.2 of a litre. So yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing, is it? Just over a third of a pint, I suppose. But it's a nice little taster glass, certainly for a Kölsch. So I'm happy with the purchase. I do like the glass, and I'm enjoying the beer. So that's pretty much all I had to say, really. Had the brew day, all went fine with the brew day. That's done. That's now in the. As I say, I had the issue with the fermenter. Fucking annoys me, that, and I don't know what it is and why it's doing it. Other than that, I have nothing more to do. I'm planning to brew tomorrow, but I'm not sure what. I am reusing the Kölsch yeast. I will be dropping onto the Kölsch yeast that's been in there that I took out a couple of days ago, took the beer out of. There's about a litre or so of Kölsch sat on top of that yeast, which I'll decant off before I brew. It's just nice to have it there, just sat on top to kind of protect it slightly. Cold, lagery stuff. I don't know. I feel better with it on than I would if it was off and drying the yeast out with contact with the air. So anyway, that's that. I keep saying anyway, don't I? Anyway, I should stop doing that. Now I don't know how to follow. So I'm going to brew, I think, a Kölsch again, but this time I will be using SARS. I want to do it with SARS. Get a proper Kölsch going. Now I've got the Kölsch yeast, and it's probably the last time I'll be I'm not able to get that yeast again, obviously, as if they've stopped production. So I will reuse. I don't think I got a second packet. I really don't think I got a second packet of it. I might have, but I don't think I did, because I've never used it before. So I'll do a SARS one. Once again, using the Pilsner and I might use the Munich, because it's nice with the Munich. I think I can get it's a little smoothness there with it. It just adds an extra dimension, I think, to just plain old Pilsner with SARS. You know, it was a bit one-dimensional that way. So I'm gonna do that hopefully tomorrow. Once again, we're back to raining today. It was lovely this morning, but it started to rain again this afternoon, so I haven't prepped anything. I'll do that in the morning. It's meant to be clear skies all day tomorrow, sunny, not really warm, because we don't seem to do warm anymore. Well, it's still only bloody April, isn't it? So I should be able to get a brew on tomorrow, and that's what I'm doing. So I think that's been 10 minutes, more than 10 minutes now, so thanks for watching. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.